everybody, this is Caitlin here and welcome to this week's Scribble vlog, where normally I take the time out of my day in order to talk to you guys face to face about some things that I wanted to discuss with you, like in terms of like everyday goings on, updates and everything like that. So in particular, I wanted to talk about my plans for 2018 in terms of conventions and cosplays that I want to go to and that I want to do. Starting right off the bat, there's one that I want to actually make a return to that I actually went to for the first time this year. It'll be Capital Sci-Fi Con, which is held in Edinburgh. I believe it is going to be held on the 3rd and the 4th of February, so pretty early on in the year, second month and whatnot. Like, that'll probably be my very first convention for the year. I really want to go back to it because I had a good time with my friends last year going to it. It was really fun last year, this year rather. I was doing the Team Skull Grunt cosplay and whatnot, and I had a lot of fun. It was like really good to get interactions with people in the cosplay and everything like that. So in 2018, that'll probably be my first convention of the year. In terms of cosplay that I want to do, I was planning on doing Wendy from Don't Starve. If any of you guys have played the Don't Starve series, I also have a series on that and starting on the channel that were a couple episodes in and whatnot, so you can enjoy that if you've never seen the character and everything like that. But I'm not too sure what day I'm going yet, because normally I work on a Saturday, so I would have to book time off in order to go on a Saturday. I kind of like prefer going on a Sunday. It is a bit more difficult to travel on a Sunday, because obviously travel times and whatnot are on a Sunday schedule, so it's a little bit harder to travel around and whatnot, but it would be nice, I think, and then it would be a bit more lax, a bit more chill, because it would be the second day and everything wouldn't be as like too hyper and everything like that, because normally in February time everyone's just like, oh, everyone's tired, it's cold, and everyone's like needing money after like the big blowout at Christmas and whatnot. But I'm really looking forward to it. Another reason why I really want to go is because there's a guest there, James McKenzie, who, if anyone doesn't know, probably the UK people would know his name more than the US people. He used to be, or rather he still is, part of kind of, it's more like not a children's game show. It's kind of like almost like Dungeons and Dragons in real life almost. It's like it's called Raven, the TV show, and it's like about these kids, and they're on like an epic quest and whatnot to like save the land and everything like that, and at the end there's like a big tournament and stuff. It's like taken like really seriously, like really in character. Like the kids' names are like changed into warrior names, where like their actual name is like jumbled up and stuff to make it sound more like medieval and like kind of like quest-ish and stuff. He's like one of the main characters in it, Raven, obviously. He's a titular character, so he's going to be there at the convention, and I really, really, really want to meet him. So fingers crossed I can go. I am planning on going. I'm just need to figure out what day with my friends, because we've still to decide which day we both want to go. If it's a Saturday, I'll just need to book the day off from work and whatnot. So that'll be my plan for that. Other conventions and whatnot. The other one that I'm definitely going to make a return to will be Rycon in spring, which I believe is going to be held in March again. I think it's either the start or near the end of March, I believe. I can't remember the exact date. I'm going to put a link down below in the description to all the kind of cons I've mentioned and whatnot, and the ones I'm really wanting to go to. So if any of you who live in Glasgow, because most of them are Scotland based, or Scottish or whatever, or even if you're in the UK and you want to travel up to Scotland, I'll put links in the description down below to all the pages, to the different conventions and whatnot I'm talking about. But I'm definitely going to be going back to Rycon. I'm going to be returning to the Artist Alley in the spring, and I'm going to be selling my art again. Now that I'm really happy with my setup, because I've been like trying to like perfect my setup for like the last few years now. I tried out with the little kind of like standalone things, and I wasn't too happy with that because it didn't really show off the art too well, and I finally managed to invest in some wireframes and whatnot that I really wanted to do for a while now. So I'm pretty happy with that and how it looks. So I'm going to be returning to the Artist Alley for Rycon Spring. I'm not too sure if I'm going to cosplay for that, because I do want to still cosplay at the con, because, you know, it is a convention after all. But I would have to like make sure it's like a cosplay that I'm comfortable in, because I'm going to be sitting about behind the table all day in it. So like I would do the Team Skull Grunt again, but it's got shorts, and I would be very, very cold. Like even in the springtime, Scotland is still very, very cold. So I probably won't be doing that. I'm thinking maybe doing Naruto again, because I love Naruto. She's awesome. I love her as a character, and probably that'd be the one I'm most comfortable in, I would think, cosplay-wise. Or Jack Frost, because then I'd be in a hoodie, and I wouldn't have my staff or whatever, because I broke my staff, and I still need to rebuild one. I've just not had the time or whatever to rebuild a staff or whatever, but I might do Jack Frost, who knows. It would be nice to wear the little hoodie and whatnot. It'd be really cute. But I'm not too sure, but I'm definitely going to be going to that one in March time. I was thinking about Decon in April. I was wanting to reapply to be a vendor, but after the kind of like behind the scenes like hassle a little bit for Decon, what happened was last year, Decon is one of the only ones that ask artist alleys to, or rather vendors, to provide their own public liability insurance. Normally, at most conventions, or the ones that work up in Scotland anyway, most of them, the liability insurance is included in the fee of your table. So you say it's like a bit extra to make sure that you're covered in the event that something happens. Decon asks you to provide it yourself, and there's usually only one website that can like supply it for you. But last year the website crashed. It went down. Nobody was able to get it. I think only maybe 1 or 2 people managed to get it before it crashed, and there was a whole lot of panic and whatnot, people stressing out, and there wasn't a lot of good communication with the team. I know the team changes every year because it is like provided by the Dundee University trade union or something like that, or one of the clubs or classes. But I felt like it was, I was really stressed out over it. And to be honest, again, you have to get your own liability insurance. And I feel like if they would just take the hint to include it in the price of the table, it would be fine. But after that, I don't think I'm going to be going back to Decon. At least I don't think until maybe they fix it. So sadly, I would love to go to Decon again. But even as a cosplayer, I don't think I would, just because the building is still very small. There's not much room to move about and nowhere to really sit or anything like that. And as much as I would love to travel down and whatnot, I just don't think it's going to be possible. Plus, on my own now, so I don't think I'm going to be traveling on my own to Dundee. So probably not going to happen this year. Anything else? I did want to try and go to some kind of English con in 2018. I didn't know whether I wanted to go to SunnyCon or if I wanted to maybe go to like one of the MCMs at Birmingham or something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm still up in the air about those ones. I would still love to go to SunnyCon. SunnyCon sounds like it's a lot of fun. I think that one's a 3-day event. I'm not too sure. It just depends, obviously, on my funds and whatnot, and like what happens, like traveling, and whether I can, get someone to come with me or whatnot. Because I don't want to travel on my own, because that wouldn't be fun at all. So I'm not too sure. I'll just need to wait and see how that goes and whatnot. But other ones that are going to be in Scotland, I will definitely be coming back to MTM Scotland, and that'll probably be in September time again. And I will definitely do my best to try and go to both days, because I really enjoyed going both days this year again, and last year it was really fun. So I definitely want to go back the 2 days. Not too sure on what cosplays I want to do. There was one I definitely wanted to do. I wanted to go as Noir or Harrow's Phantom Thief persona and whatnot from Persona 5. It would be great if we could do another Persona meetup again, because that was a lot of fun this year. I really enjoyed myself getting all the photos and whatnot and interacting with all the people and just hanging out and making a bunch of new friends. Like, I've made a bunch of new friends just from that Persona meet alone, which was pretty awesome. Other cosplays that I want to do, I would love to do a Hatsune Miku cosplay. The one I really want to do is one of her winter ones. So we'll just need to wait and see. I feel like that would be good towards Christmas time, towards the winter time, to do that one. I would also love to do the Huntress from Dead by Daylight. That one will probably be a bit ambitious because there's a lot of elements to that one, and it will probably be maybe a more expensive one, because I will probably need to craft everything myself, because it's not something that you can just buy straight away. The other one that I want to do is, I still want to do a Tracer cosplay, but I was wanting to do, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, and I'm going to butcher the word. It's like a Xiong Sam, is that how you pronounce it? It's like the kind of like oriental kind of dress or whatever that I saw a design for, and I really want to do it because it just looked so pretty. I've seen designs for Tracer, Diva, May, and Mercy, but the Tracer one I really liked a lot, so I really want to try and do that version. Maybe do that for like the second day or maybe the first day, depending on whether or not we have a Persona meet again. I'd love to do that for MCM, that would be great. And I'm pretty sure Rycon are going to have another winter/Halloween. I feel like now that they've done the Halloween one, they might do like a winter themed one or like a autumn themed one, depending, because normally it falls in October, I believe. It's normally October, so that's technically autumn time. So maybe they'll do like more autumn/winter themed or whatever for that one, because they've already did the major Halloween theme for this one. So I would definitely like to go back to that one if they are holding a second one in 2018, which I feel like they will, because they've been pretty successful in doing 2 of them in a year, which is pretty cool, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I will hopefully try and apply for being an artist ally at that one too. Any other ones I want to go to? I know there's usually more of them during the summer. I'm not quite sure which ones are happening. I know that there's usually like I think there's like Granite City Comic Con usually is on. There's a couple like smaller ones and whatnot, which I'll need to maybe decide whether or not I want to go to. But definitely the ones that I'm going to will be Capital Sci-Fi Con, Rycon, whether they're just doing the 1 or the 2, I will definitely go to MCM Scotland / Glasgow, whatever you want to call it, and I will likely try my best to maybe go to a kind of an English-based one. I just need to wait and see whether or not I can save up the money or whether I can get the people on board to travel down with me, because it would be cool to do so, but at the same time it's like I don't want to go by myself because that would be pretty sad, and then it would be a bit of a lonely experience and whatnot. So those are really like my plans for kind of like ones I definitely want to do, ones that I kind of want to do, and the kind of cosplays that I do want to do. I also want to try, and this may sound like a bit like I'm overachieving a bit too much, I do want to try and eventually get a Ruby cosplay done at some point, because volume 5 is wrapping up pretty soon, I believe. I think it's like 12 episodes in the volume, I think, or is it 10? I'm pretty sure it's 12, but I definitely want to do a Ruby cosplay. I feel like I'm leaning towards either Nora, Callie, or Elia, because I like, those are my 3 favorite designs out of like characters and that. So I've still to decide and whatnot. I really want to pick one of them. And I also feel like I've been playing through Danganronpa as well, because I've never played those games. I finished 1, I'm on 2 now. I feel like I want to cosplay as a Danganronpa character as well. I feel like I'm leaning towards Kyoko from 1, and currently right now from 2, because I've only just finished the first trial. I'm not going to spoil anything for people who've maybe not played the second Danganronpa, but I'm leaning towards, I think her name is Mihiro. She's the kind of red-haired photographer girl and whatnot. I really like her, so I might cosplay as her as well. She seems pretty cool and whatnot, so maybe add those to the maybe list, and we'll see what way I get around to doing cosplays and whatnot in 2018, and we'll see. I would love to do it, and obviously I'd love to try and do some more photo shoots and whatnot. I believe I'm going to try and make a video pretty soon for like doing like my 2017 cosplay photos and whatnot, to just like a little photo reel and whatever for you guys to show you off. I'm waiting back from one photo shoot to get photos back from the photographer and whatnot still. But once I get those, I will definitely put together that kind of like little celebration of my 2017 cosplay and whatnot. And if you guys maybe haven't seen some of my awesome pictures and whatnot, be sure to check down in the description. I have all my social media down below. I've got my Twitter, my Instagram, my Tumblr. You can probably see most of them on my Instagram and whatnot. If you just follow me and whatnot, you can see all of them there, which will be awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what maybe some of your plans are for conventions and whatnot. Oh, I also didn't add, potentially, if there's going to be a Forcible GP in the UK again, I would like to go to that again as well. Technically not a convention, but it's more like an event or whatever. That's it kind of counts, I think. It counts. So we'll need to see about that. But if you guys are going to any cons this year, then let me please let me know, because I'd like to hear what you guys' plans are for 2018. I keep saying this year and 2018. I'm getting mixed up now. It's not New Year yet. It's not New Year yet. Calm down a little bit. The new year's not over. I mean, this year is not over. You know what I mean. Let me know what you guys are planning, if you're planning any cosplays, if you're going to go to any conventions in 2018, or if there's like some event that you wish you could go to, but maybe you've like need more planning and whatnot for it. I like to hear it. I want to hear what you guys think and whatnot. So until next time, guys, I will see you all later.